we get in one of these debates all the time, my buddies, and it was about like young kids not knowing Tiger Woods, like young, like you go into a middle school and you go to the gym class and you like ask, a bunch of 11-year-olds, do you know who Tiger Woods is? Like athletic, like running around kids, do you know who Tiger Woods is? And my buddies are claiming that like that generation just doesn't really know at all, and it infuriated me. I was like, that name is just something when I was 11, I knew Babe Ruth, right? Like regardless of it being a Yankee fan, you just knew these names. If I was just like in sports culture, even the slightest bit, I knew those names. Like I knew Hank Aaron, like these names that you just know. They're just ingrained in sports, right? Like how do you not know Tiger Woods, even if you're a 10-year-old? Do you like, would your nephew, 8 years old, playing hockey, like his team has to know Tiger Woods, right?
Well, I mean, Robbie's not a great example. My brother basically has Tiger Woods tattooed on his forehead, so I don't know if that's a great example. But I don't know. I think somebody said it on the last show, but it's like I almost think part of that crew is more likely to know who Grant Horvat is than Tiger Woods. Like I just think that's their world, dude. I don't know.
That's where
that,
this
like,
started, and I carried it over to my buddies.
I said that. I said
you said this.
I said Grant Horvat. Yeah,
that's crazy.
All right,
that's
okay.
crazy to me. I'm so glad that's where it came. That's crazy to me. You think?
I also said that as a joke when I said it, but all right. So you look at Robbie, Riggs's nephew. He's on all he wants to talk about is YouTube. He literally had Riggs pull up the 100K subscriber YouTube thing. Who is huge on YouTube right now? And I'm not even just saying Grant Horvat. I'm saying that world is where they are. Dude, when I was young, I was watching ESPN. I was watching SportsCenter. I was watching all the old sports shit because that's what was in front of me. ESPN was the mothership, and they were what was feeding into my sports fandom. So now you go to the future where we're at now. What are they looking at most? It's definitely YouTube.
I don't disagree with that. I agree with that. I still think that like to know Grant Horvat and be a consumer of his content, which is insane. We're even putting these two in the same conversation. But like to know, yeah, but you believed it, right? We had a debate for like 30 minutes, and you were actually like giving points as to why you think that a majority of 8-year-olds would know
much briefer on the last show. But I was just saying it as like a hyperbolic example.
Do you believe now that more 8-year-old golfers know Grant Horvat than Tiger Woods?
No.
Okay.
No, but I think it's trending more in that direction than you could possibly believe.
Maybe from like 95% to 5% now, where it used to be 0 because it was like it was nothing.
I just don't know. I think like again, using Robbie as an example, he doesn't watch live TV, dude. He doesn't watch Blues games. He doesn't watch. He goes to his room and he watches YouTube. He watches YouTube, and like if Tiger Woods isn't on YouTube, he's not watching that. Versus, like if he's watching Golf Channel or golf coverage or Blues hockey games, like he's gonna hear and know about Wayne Gretzky and Bobby Hall and Bobby Orr and Tiger Woods and these names and Babe Ruth, and like I don't think he's gonna have a clue who Babe Ruth is. But you know what I mean? Like I don't think that's even close to on his radar, which is insane. And it's not a full takeover yet. But my point is, like, I think maybe you go another half a generation, maybe in 5-10 years. Like, I don't know that they're gonna be like, is that the guy? Is that guy a golf commentator? What was that? Versus like they're gonna know these people that they grow up with. That's all he does is watch YouTube videos. He loves it. He lives for it.
It's up to Charlie Woods.
True. Carry the
torch. Guess so. I don't know. It's just I guess this is just like where it ends. Like for every generation in the history of the world, you've just known and have always known the greats. No matter how old those people have gotten, those names are always just kind of talked about in whatever realm or whatever generation you're talking to. Whether, you know what I'm saying? Like no matter how young I was, I still knew all the Muhammad Ali. You knew these names no matter what. I never watched a single boxing match of Muhammad Ali. I didn't watch boxing at all my whole entire life, but I knew his name. You know, Mike Tyson, these names you just know. I'm just saying, like, I don't know why this younger generation, why it would be impossible for that to also be the case, even though they're not consuming any Tiger Woods content.
I think part of it is that everything is fractured in terms of like there isn't one place where you get X, one place where you get your news, one place where you get your sports highlights, one place where you get your whatever. It's you can find whatever you want. Like and it's way more fractured. You can go on YouTube and you can search anything and it's going to start giving you those things. So if Robbie is into, let's just use Grant Horvat as another example. If he puts in Grant Horvat, he's just going to get fed YouTube golfers. He's going to get fed all of those things, as opposed to, like I said before, I turn on my TV. It's the only thing available. It's the only thing everybody is watching. It's the same reason that, you'll run into people on the street and they'll be like, have you seen this show? And you'll be like, I didn't even know that show existed. But it's in their world now. They're in this little world that they have created. It gets fed over and over again. And if you're not in that world and you haven't seen it, you don't even know it exists.
In my argument on that, I would say that like the more places to consume that golf content, or more people talking as opposed to it coming from one channel, is actually more of a reason that you would actually have a chance to hear of a Tiger Woods or any of the historical figures, because you have more people talking about it. You're consuming it way more. More like the odds of Grant Horvat not mentioning him or whatever are way lower than like that one TV show that plays at 8 o'clock. And if there wasn't a highlight about Tiger, they wouldn't have talked about it. I just think there's way more places to now, like that TV show. Back in 1970s, like everyone watched the same TV shows. Now there's so many TV shows that you can run into a guy and he can tell you about it. So now you're exposed to that TV show, but you never would have been exposed to, because so many people are watching content now.
With that model, you will miss things.
Yeah, but there's more things to see though.
But you only have so much attention span.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like if there's 1 million golfers now, that's 1 million more people or doing content. That's 1 million more people that could mention the word Tiger Woods. I just think his name's never going to go away from, like, you're acting like Grant doesn't say that name. Like he has to, right? Like, I mean, there's no way he doesn't like reference him and talk about like a shot
know.
Or
he's doing a lot with Phil. He might not.
Yeah, true.
I also think, not that like if you're watching golf content on YouTube, you're probably going to know who Tiger Woods is. But I do think like that person might abstractly know Tiger Woods, but they're going to know a lot more about their YouTuber. They're going to know where he lives, what his game's like, who he likes to film with and who he doesn't, who he really admires as a golf game, what his dad did, how his dad got him in. Tiger, they're not going to, I just think they're not going to know how much he won or what he did here, that he's won. Like they don't really know. They probably abstractly know that Tiger was like a great golfer.